On a Wednesday morning, you call it Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. We call it your midweek thriller. Welcome on the show. My name is Wale Scott. We've got lots of things to discuss on the show today. Before we go to my most important topic this morning, the Commonwealth Games Nigeria, under the auspices of the Commonwealth Sport Foundation, will organize the Commonwealth Keep Fit Programme on Saturday, 17th April 2021, at the National Stadium, Surulere in Lagos. The Commonwealth Games Federation is the organization responsible for the direction and control of the Commonwealth Games and Commonwealth Youth Games, for delivering on the vision of the Commonwealth sports movement to build peaceful, sustainable, and prosperous communities globally by inspiring Commonwealth. The objective of the program is to raise awareness, increase knowledge, change attitudes, and to address key challenges facing our community. In line with government restriction order as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, the program will be organized on a low-key basis in order to reduce the number of participants. Only those that have been invited will participate in the above program, which will start at 8:30 a.m. Of course, Secretary General of the Nigeria Olympic Committee and Commonwealth Games Nigeria, Mr. Olabanji Oladapo, will flag off the program. In the same vein, Nigeria Olympic Committee, through its Medical and Scientific Commission, presented medical handbooks on tips to optimal athletes' performance to Nigerian athletes and the officials at the National Sports Festival, Edo 2020. The aim is to educate athletes and officials on how to optimize protection of athletes' health, promotion of clean athletes, and to support them on and off the field of play. Now, I'll get in touch with the media officer NOC, Femi Adetula, on the show. He'll come on the show tomorrow to explain to us the criteria, who is being invited, when, how many people are we expecting. The books have been shared to who and who at the Edo 2020 Sports Festival, and did it go round? And then the medical experts, they know how to take care of our athletes well now. So we don't go to Tokyo and find out we've duped or we've gone against something like the particular athlete some years ago. I interviewed her, and she said that she had cough. So she used the cough mixture, and that she did not know that codeine was a banned substance. I am not an athlete. I'm not a medical person. Even I know codeine is a banned substance. So I think they should learn some more. Their medical team should actually go to work and notice things. The Edo 2020 Sports Festival ends today. That's the good news. And let me read you the story first, and then I'll go to my guest this morning, live from Edo. Now, the Delta State tops the medals table and are set to be crowned champions of the 20th National Sports Festival, which ends on Wednesday today. Team Delta topped the table with 124 gold, 91 silver, and 83 bronze medals, with Team Edo second, 103 gold medals, 97 silver, and 85 bronze medals. Now, Team Bayelsa third, 48 gold, 42 silver, 49 bronze. Now, barring any unforeseen circumstances, Team Delta are set to be named champions of the National Sports Showpiece for a record 6th consecutive time. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is expected to declare the Edo 2020 Sports Festival closed today. The closing ceremony is set to take place at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City. Osinbajo was expected to declare the festival open on April 6th, but was unable to attend the opening ceremony after his flight was diverted due to bad weather. According to a statement signed by the project manager, Media and Communications, Edo 2020, his name is Musa Ebomiana. The event will last for 3 hours from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., with Osinbajo declaring the games closed. Now, on this show, what we try to do is bring you people that matter, people of substance. So I've got the project person, Media, and, okay, I don't have him yet here, but of course, 3 artists, namely franchise. Now, 3 artists, mainly franchise, Joe Boy and Tenny, have been lined up to spice up the closing ceremony, as well as parade by athletes. Edo Deputy Governor Philip Shuaibu, Chairman, Local Organizing Committee of the event, is also a proud gold medalist of the NSF after helping Edo beat Lagos in the men's football finals. Now, hopefully my Zoom call guest will be on. He's a Manchester City fan, a member of the Man City Football Club in Lagos, also a sports analyst. And of course, he was talking about their chances today. And of course, some say Man City should be through, all things being equal. Some say no, they haven't. Okay. Let's see Chelsea first. Chelsea hung on to reach the Champions League semi-finals with a 2-1 aggregate win, despite Mehdi Taremi's stunning overhead kick in added time, handing Porto a 1-0 victory in the quarter-final second leg on Tuesday, April 13th. Thomas Tuchel's side had a healthy lead from last week's away game in Seville and had to withstand an intense start from Porto in their home leg back at the Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium, the venue of both games due to Portugal's coronavirus restrictions. Taremi's last gasp strike prevented Chelsea from keeping a clean sheet, but they still managed to reach the semi-finals of Europe's top competition for the first time ever since 2014. They will meet either Liverpool or Real Madrid in the last four, with the Spaniards holding a 3-1 lead ahead of Wednesday's April 14th second leg.
Yeah, it's anybody's competition in semi-final latest. It's anybody's competition. You need momentum, you need players fit, you need luck in the games. You know, when you just look at our score sheet last week, we have two guys who score their first goal, I think, in Champions League ever, the first goal in the competition, and then you watch the others and you see Kylian Mbappé score, or Neymar score, or Benzema score, or Salah score. And that's like their 100th goal or the 50th goal in the competition. And you see that we arrive with a very young team. And we want to turn it around, and what a young team can always do is fight, run, hang in there, and take it like an adventure for them. It's a big step to be in semi-final. This is it's a very big achievement, and you see when Chelsea has been last time in semi-final. So we are not used to be there, and once you are there, you play for the final. This is clear.
Now, Paris St Germain have reached the Champions League semi-finals despite a 1-0 home defeat by holders Bayern Munich as they progressed on away goals after a 3-3 aggregate result in a thriller that was on a knife edge until the final whistle. Eric Choupo-Moting scored the only goal before the interval, but it was not enough to overturn the German side's 3-2 loss in last week's first leg as they missed out on a spot in the last four for only the second time in the last 11 seasons. Mauricio Pochettino's PSG side, who struggled at times in Munich, had the clearest chances but lacked efficiency. But Neymar hitting the woodwork twice, and Kylian Mbappé, speed proving tough to handle but with no end product. This is where I should have come in with my Man City fan, but he's not here yet. But of course we're still trying to get in touch with him. But Man City boss Pep Guardiola urged his players to execute their plans on the pitch rather than worry about different scoreline permutations for the Champions League quarter-final second leg against Borussia Dortmund. Now, City will take a 2-1 lead to Dortmund, knowing the German side could still progress with a 1-0 win on Wednesday on the away goals rule. Guardiola was relaxed about his team's chances and expects both teams to score at the Signal Iduna Park. City are aiming to reach the final four of Europe's elite club competition for the first time under Pep Guardiola, having suffered elimination from the quarter-final stage in each of the past 3 seasons. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Stay with us. Okay, welcome back on the show. Now I've got the media person, Edu 2020, Musa Ebomiana, on the show with me today. Good morning, Musa.
Morning, everybody, morning.
Congratulations on the completion of the Sports Festival, 20th. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We have to congratulate ourselves, including your station. You were there for us. You have been there for us.
How do you guys say it? Oba Tokpe. Yes. Now, people have been boasting. Lagos State says we had the best sports festival. Ogun State, we had the best sports. But Edo has done very well. They've raised the bar so far.
Yes, you know, all the sports festival from inception in 1973 to date, none of them can boast of we are provided for the nation in terms of facilities, in terms of equipment, and in terms of broken record. So they can boast and say anything. They are all there for everyone to see, everyone to hear. We have hosted the best festival so far. We have set a template which nobody
Hello, Mr. Musa.
has done
Okay.
in integrated television.
Now, Musa, after this, what next? Most of the time, you realize that when these athletes come, after sports festival, we don't hear of them again. How do you plan continuation of these athletes so they can continue? We can see them in the Olympics in some years to come.
Yes, they're on the better table. They are known for hiring athletes here and there, buying over athletes here and there. Our own are raw athletes. Raw. When I mean raw, I meant raw. Because we believe in grassroots development, in developing athletes. That is why we spend so much to put the facilities and equipment in place. They are there for us. We keep them there. We training every day as they go to school. We want to combine education with athletics. That is why what we are doing. And paper is on. We have put all machinery in motion to make sure there is a law that set up a commission to maintain the equipment, to make sure that they don't run away, they are not neglected. By the time I have to go there to train every day, we put them into use. The strength will be there. Then the athletes will continue to grow, continue to gain strength every day. They continue to improve on their record every day.
Now, Musa, despite the fact that the festival was very nice, we had some little drama in the middle of it when the Edo State said we were going to pull out, we're not doing it again, we don't have funds. But that has been settled now, and you've had a fantastic festival. How did you, being the media officer, how did you solve that problem then?
How do we do what?
How did you solve that problem then, when there was no money and the game might have been stopped then?
You mean the little meeting we had?
Yes, when you said the games would stop because there were no funds.
For a big festival like this, like Spain, this is our own mini Olympics. Not which occasion is expected. Passion and fun to be played. By the time you play, you are one ago and you are one there in silver. And by the time you believe you are one in silver, you are getting the bronze medal. You are bound to get hit up. But the good thing is that they were all brought under control. The games continue. Winners have been mad. Losers have been mad. So there is no hard feeling. In all, it was quite a highly successful fiesta.
Thank you very much, Musa Boyena. Thank you very much. I was the project manager and media officer of the Edo 2020, which closes today. Thank you very much. It closes. Yes, thank you. It closes today, and of course, he has a lot of things to talk about. But of course, he's boastful about what they've done, and of course, he says that's the best so far. Now, I'm going to go to Kayowa Ogunride. He's a sports analyst and also a staunch member of the Manchester City Football Club in Lagos. Okay, we'll take Pep Guardiola, who always says his guys will execute the plans on the pitch today, and there's no long stories to say. When we come back, Kayowa will be here with us. Let's talk about what he thinks about his club and what they can do tonight.
If you think in this kind of game on the consequences or when the goals you have to score or the goals you have to concede, you forget what you have to do. So I played, before I came here, 8 semifinals in a row here. We didn't get it for the quarterfinals most of the times. 4 goal difference were out. So what you have to do is focus what you have to do in the game. And every player and the idea, the plan that we have, try to execute it. And after the quality of the players, we'll do the rest. It's only we can do, and all we have to do it. They score a goal, yeah. It would be better not score a goal and win. But the Champions League, it doesn't matter what happened in the first leg. Always you have the chance for the second one, even if the disadvantage is big. And we know that they have the weapons to score a goal, and we have weapons to score a goal too. And our idea is to go there to do the game as best as possible, to let them feel. And I think they know it. We are not going to defend anything what we want here, and we're going to try to of course, control the quality they have and try to impose ours to win the game. Well, after 27 victories in 27 victories in 29 games, if I don't trust with the players, we'll have a big problem. Big one. I will be crazy. So we are already the first qualified for the Champions League next season. Guarantee. So next season, 11 years in a row. Never happened before in another club in England have done. In 11 years in a row, this club will be there again. And this is, I'm sorry, that is fantastic. But now is the time to make another step. Everyone wants it. So the play is the first. They want to do it. They want to do it again because they were sad when we were not able to go to the semifinals. And tomorrow is an opportunity to prove ourselves. So that's for sure nobody's going to give us. We have to win it. We have to do it. So not just for being again in that position, nobody's going to give you, go to the semifinals or beat Dortmund. We have to do it.
I've got Kaya Gumidi on the show with me this morning, sports analyst, staunch member, Man City Fan Club Lagos. Kaya, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Pep Guardiola's talking tough this morning. He says we have to do it. He says we're not going to defend. We're going all out, guns blazing this morning. And he says, well, I'm not going to go there to defend. No permutations. I'm just going out there. Guns blazing, no defense. I'm taking my game to them. You guys watch a good game tonight.
I expect no less, really. One thing I've learned about our Man City game is the fact that our best form of defense is attack. And you can see that we have the best of defensive record in the Premier League. And we are the only remaining side in the Champions League that has been unbeaten so far in this competition. So I want to give it to him that he definitely knows what he's doing. He's brought us this far. And I realized that when we attack better, our defense is more solid. So I personally will not expect anything less, really.
Kai, well, let me be honest with you. I want you to talk about this, not from a Man City fan now, but from an unbiased fan now, honestly. Now, that was not the best of Borussia Dortmund against Man City in the first leg. We didn't see the best of Erling Haaland. We didn't see the best of any of them. And what if these guys actually pick form tonight and come out guns blazing too?
To be very fair with you, it will be difficult for me to boast about Manchester City, especially Champions League. It's been an albatross for several years. Somehow we've not always enjoyed the rub of the green. But that game against Borussia Mönchengladbach is like for the first time ever we're lucky in the Champions League match. I can tell you for a fact that we're quite lucky. Yes, we had several opportunities to put the game together. We could have been 3 goals more, but we can't also say that Mönchengladbach was not at their peak best. Even though I feel the defense did a good job picking out Haaland, I think we were able to pocket Haaland. But we had Marcus Rühl, we had this other guy that got a yellow card for infringement on our keeper. That goal should have stood. And to be fair, I think we had a very tough game in our hands, which also makes me concerned for the second leg. I can't boast about the second leg. I just feel, and that's one of the things I feel the loss we had against Leeds the weekend is a blessing in disguise, because it will humble the team. It will make us understand that yes, we still can be beaten. We are not invisibles, and therefore it will make the guys more serious about this game and be humble about it and go there with the hunger to win by all means.
Somebody was talking to me last night, a Man City fan who's abroad. He was talking about the fact that he expects that Dortmund will come out running, trying to make the runs around the wings, and that he expects Guardiola to use his normal style, use Kevin De Bruyne as a dummy 9 to confuse them, and if he does that, it just could work.
Yeah, I totally personally, I feel that's the right thing to do. I think that's what he did in the home leg.
Yeah,
I've also felt that we could have done better with what's his name, Walker, Kyle Walker on the wing back. Yeah, because for 2 reasons. The kind of game Dortmund, Borussia Mönchengladbach plays. What am I saying? Mönchengladbach? Dortmund, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got mixed up. Yeah. the kind of game they play is very fast attacker. So you need a very fast defender to catch up. For example, that goal we conceded if it had been Kyle Walker, we wouldn't have considered that goal because he would have been able to catch up with that attack and be able to defend properly. So I expect that Dortmund is going to stretch us wide. We're going to be stretched wide. But I also believe that because they will come out blazing, they are at home, they want to strike, they want to play good flowing football. We usually do better against teams that are structured that way. And that's what, from a historical perspective, teams that come out to play football, good football, we always do good against them. When they came to play on our side, I think they played more with the intention of getting a draw. But now that they are on their own home turf, they're not coming out with the intention to play for a win. So personally, I expect to go. I expect goals from the two sides, but I expect it to be an open game. They're going to stretch off. And I was talking to someone yesterday. I told them that at this level of football, there is no weak side, there's no good side. Every team that is in the quarterfinals or semifinals or Champions League deserves to be there and have to be accorded their full respect.
I'm sure you know I won't let you discuss Man City alone. But before I go, Man City, I call them in a nice kind of way a dustbin. When I mean dustbin in the sense that they will take everything you bring to them. When push comes to shove, they get stronger. And Dortmund will bring everything to them today. And that means we might just see a very, very strong, the real Man City tonight. The Man City we've always looked for. We might see it tonight. Because Dortmund will come at them and they are the dustbin. They will take everything that comes to them and stay strong.
I totally believe so. One thing that this team has shown over time is resilience. You see, even against Leeds, the game we lost, you saw how they came out with one blazing, did everything on their head to get something out of that game. And so I totally believe that they're going to be, I expect that they will respect Dortmund very strongly, and they will be cautious in their play. But as the game progresses, I expect to see more confidence, and they're going to give everything to this game. I'm just looking forward. I really hope that we'll win tonight. I'm looking forward to that game against PSG. That will be that's going to be one of the games of the decade.
No doubt.
That game is going to be all guns blazing. I tell you, that will be the game for the generations.
Before I go to your prediction, though, somebody was joking about that game. Somebody said Man City against PSG with more of plenty money on the field of play. Too much money. 22 players, billions of pounds. Too much money. Really?
I would say too much of talent on the field. Then
and money too, yeah.
Talk about the money.
So quickly, Kaya, our prediction: Man City, Dortmund. Prediction quickly.
From a football analyst side, I would say 3-2. But for the Man City side, I would say 3-1.
Okay, now let's come to this.
Man City.
When we're younger, and somebody is telling the fib or is lying or something, we say Sykes. But Klopp this morning is psyching us this morning, Sykes this morning. I'll read the story so you can know it's Sykes this morning. Nothing to lose against Real Madrid. Liverpool manager against Klopp believes his side have nothing to lose as they look to make another European comeback against Real Madrid on Wednesday. The Reds lost 3-1 in the first leg of the UEFA Champions quarterfinal in Spain, meaning they have to win by at least 2 in the return leg at Anfield. And Klopp admitted Real were better than Liverpool in the first leg and deservedly won, but insisted it's only half-time in the tie, and his players will go for it on Wednesday. But he says, really, we have nothing to lose. Sykes, we'll come back. Stay with us.
When you're 3-1 down, it looks like you're already out. That means you have not a lot to lose, let me say it like this. And, so we will give it a try. I think that's the job we have to do, and that's exactly how we will go for it, if you want. It's a result which showed the result of the performances of the night. They were better than us. We were not as good as we should have been or could have been. But it's the first half of the leg, and so, yeah, that's it. Football is football, we all know that, and there are a lot of things possible. But first and foremost, I understand that we speak now about result, obviously, but for me it's only much more important is the performance. We have to play like ourselves. We have to play as good as we can. We have to try to win that game, and just that. And for that you have to really, and that's really important with the quality Madrid has. You have to defend on your absolute highest level, what we didn't do the other night, and that's why this is as important as the other things. It's about winning football games all.
Klopp says we have to play well, Kiowa, but we have nothing to lose. My boys will not die on the field of play. If we don't win, it doesn't matter. But that's Sykes, really. He wants to win. Everybody wants to win at this stage.
No, but the truth is this. Real Madrid, we both can agree that Real Madrid has not been in the best form of their life.
Yeah.
So they're actually a pickable team. They're a winnable team. And if you watch that game, you realize that there were just a few mistakes that Liverpool made and considered those very crazy goals. But the truth is this. Psychologically, they have nothing to lose. They're defending champions. Am I right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, they're not.
They won 2 seasons ago.
2 seasons, yeah.
Before that, they were finalists.
Bayern Munich were defending champions. Yeah.
So, exactly. And the truth is this. They actually have... that game is done and dusted from anybody's perspective. They've lost. But the truth is, when someone has nothing to lose, that's the person you need to fear the most. And I won't lie to you. Real Madrid has the advantage, but psychologically, I think Liverpool has the advantage. And the truth is, you can't bet against Liverpool.
Can Liverpool do a repeat of Barcelona?
Liverpool has been doing repeats over and over again. They did it against AC Milan, they did it against Porto, some years ago, they did it against Barcelona. I'm sorry, as much as I don't like Liverpool, I don't like Klopp, but I tell you can't bet against them. I do not expect them to win, but if they win and they go to the next stage, I won't be surprised. Real Madrid is not in their best form.
No doubt. Kaiwa, I want to thank you very much for coming on the show this morning. Thank you very much. At such a short notice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Now, I remember vividly when Liverpool actually played AC Milan in a final, Champions League final, years ago. And it was 3-0 down. And they came back 3-3, match went to penalties. And the biggest striker in the world then, Shevchenko, actually lost his penalty. Liverpool won the game that night. Everybody was stunned. Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa on a Wednesday morning. We call it your midweek thriller. Okay, thank you very much. Project Coordinator, Media Officer, Edo 2020, Musa Ebomiamna. On the show today, of course, he spoke about the closing ceremony, which happens today, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And of course, thank you very much, Kayowa Ogunride, Executive Member, Man City Football Club Lagos, and Sports Analyst for coming on the show today. Join us same time, same station tomorrow on Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. My name is Wally Scott. Like I always advise you at the end of every show, if not for anything, at least for your heart, do some sports.